Most people think that democracy is the pinnacle of political evolution, but it's actually satanic and gay. Democracy is a system built on the idea that every individual, regardless of their capacity, education, or stake in society, should have an equal voice in determining its course. That's retarded, and it ultimately results in tyranny of the manipulated majority, where decisions are driven by fleeting popular opinion and selfish interests rather than justice, truth, or the common good. And if you consider the general public, they suck and are dumb. Most people are not informed enough to contribute meaningfully to governance. They vote based on personal interests, emotions, or media manipulation rather than what is best for society as a whole, which is obviously Catholicism. And that's only magnified in a multiracial or multi-religious society because different races, cultures, and religions have different values, cultural priorities, beliefs, and moral frameworks which create fractured electorates. And that makes them incapable of achieving unity. So instead of fostering harmony, democracy exasperates divisions, turning elections into contests of identity and self-interests rather than reason and virtue. It also falsely promotes satanic egalitarianism that all individuals, regardless of their intelligence, character, or contribution to society, are equally capable of shaping its destiny. It equates the vote of a 19-year-old homeless drug addict criminal with that of a land-owning scholar who actually contributes meaningfully to their community. This system devalues wisdom and merit while empowering mediocrity and vice. Decisions affecting the fate of nations should not be in the hands of the uninformed masses brainwashed by elite oligarchs, but only with those who possess the capacity and virtue to lead. Which is why, regardless of how unrealistic it may seem in modern society, Catholic monarchism is the only sane and legitimate form of government. A monarch isn't an opportunist who claws his way to power through manipulation or pandering to the masses. He's someone raised from birth with the understanding that his role is a sacred duty ordained by God. This lifelong preparation instills in him a sense of responsibility, discipline, and devotion to the common good. Unlike democratically elected leaders who are often specifically molded by Jews and Satanists on a pastry dish of secret societies and blackmail, often prioritizing re-election and personal gain rather than the implementation of any real moral principles, a Catholic monarch, on the other hand, has no need to cater to fleeting popular trends or appease special interest groups. His life is dedicated to serving God and his people, which makes him far less susceptible to corruption and self-interests. The belief that his authority is divinely ordained fosters humility and accountability, as he understands he will answer to God for how he governs. And history provides undeniable evidence of the success of Catholic monarchies. For over 1500 years, Catholic monarchies built and sustained Western civilization, which gave rise to Christendom, made up of societies that flourished in art, science, philosophy, and most importantly, faith. Monarchs like Charlemagne and St. Louis IX embodied the virtues of Christian kingship, serving as protectors of the church and stewards of justice. The fall of monarchies, particularly in the wake of revolutions inspired by Masonic Enlightenment ideals, didn't lead to liberty and progress, but to moral decay, political instability, and the erosion of Christian values and objective truth. Democracy panders to the lowest common denominator and undermines the pursuit of truth and virtue. It reduces governance to a popularity contest and rewards those who can manipulate public opinion rather than those who possess wisdom and integrity. It leads to short-sighted policies driven by immediate gratification rather than the long-term welfare of the nation. A Catholic monarchy provides stability, unity, and a clear moral compass, and the king, as head of state and servant of God, embodies the unity of the nation and safeguards its spiritual and temporal well-being. His authority is not arbitrary, but instead grounded in the natural law and the teachings of the Church, which ensures the governance aligns with God's divine order. And the hierarchical nature of a monarchy reflects the order of creation itself. Just as God rules over the universe and the Church has a visible head in the Pope, so too does a nation thrive under the leadership of a king. It's a structure that creates a sense of duty and solidarity among all members of society and unites them under a common purpose and vision. And obviously there will always be evil people who try to use any government system to their advantage, but these problems are clearly severely mitigated under a monarchy compared to a democracy. So yeah, democracy is fake and gay silly goose nonsense, it's unstable and undermines God, whereas a Catholic monarchy offers a system of governance rooted in divine authority, lifelong preparation, and a commitment to the common good. It's not only the most logical, but also the most just and sustainable form of government, and it's capable of leading nations toward their highest potential in service to God and his eternal kingdom. So, yeah, stop being a faggot who supports democracy, please. Thank you.